Trump's tariffs could collapse, or they could become permanent. And the decision now rests with the U.S. Supreme Court. So, who wins? Who loses? And why is India suddenly looking flat-footed? Let's break this down. Just a few weeks ago, a U.S. appeals court sent shockwaves through global markets. In a 7-4 ruling, judges declared that Donald Trump had overstepped his authority when he slapped sweeping tariffs on imports. Their message was simple: Congress makes tariff laws, not the president. Sounds like a win for exporters, right? Well, not so fast, because Trump's 50% tariffs on Indian and Brazilian goods, they're still in place, at least until the Supreme Court takes up the case this October. So here's the big question. What happens if the justices side with Trump? And just as important, what happens if they don't? Globally, traders are suddenly hopeful. From Asian manufacturers to Latin American farmers, this is the first time in years they've seen real pushback against Trump's tariff wall. Brazil, for example, wasted zero time. Within days, they rolled out a $5.6 billion rescue plan, slashed taxes, and even rerouted beef exports to Mexico. Aggressive, decisive, fast. And India? Nothing. No stimulus, no relief packages, no new incentives. Exporters in garments, leather, engineering goods, they're left staring at 50% duties, losing orders overnight. Think about that. From an average U.S. duty of just 3% a year ago, India's goods are now basically priced out of the world's biggest market. Meanwhile, competitors like Brazil are cushioning the blow and even stealing market share. And Trump? He's doubling down. On Truth Social, he typed in all caps, "All tariffs are still in effect," calling the court ruling partisan. He insists scrapping tariffs would literally destroy the United States of America. His Commerce Secretary even called the duties a national security tool. But here's where it gets tricky for India. The Global Trade Research Initiative, GTRI, has basically waved a red flag. They're saying, don't wait for Washington. Act now. Cut export costs, revive suspended schemes, roll out digital trade hubs, and fix customs bottlenecks. Otherwise, Indian exporters risk not just losing America, but losing ground everywhere, as China and Brazil outmaneuver them. And let's be clear, this isn't just numbers on a chart. These tariffs could decide whether hundreds of thousands of Indian factory workers keep their jobs or lose them. Now all eyes are on October. The Supreme Court will hear the case in what could be a landmark ruling on presidential power. If they strike Trump down, tariffs could vanish, and India might just breathe again. If they uphold him, tariffs stay, and protectionist geopolitics becomes the new normal. For global traders, the appeals court decision was a glimmer of hope. For India, it was a warning: move fast or fall behind. So here's the real cliffhanger. When the gavel falls in Washington, will India have taken action, or will it still be waiting, watching, and hoping? What do ye think? Should India fight fire with fire, like Brazil, or play the long game and wait for the court's verdict? Drop your thoughts in the comments. I'd love to hear your take. And if ye want more clear breakdowns of global trade battles just like this one, hit subscribe and turn on the bell. Trust me, this story's just getting started, because in the U.S. Supreme Court, one ruling could redraw the world's trade map.